Hi everyone, Darren here, and on today's episode we will be discussing how to best play the auto-reloading mechanics of the Italian tech tree. The reason I'm releasing this video is because more than likely the Italian tanks will be released the Tuesday following this video, and I'd like to prepare players for these new mechanics before they get too involved in the tank line or end up wasting their time. Now, what makes the auto-reloading mechanic so special? Long story short, it's adaptability. The auto-reloading mechanics are a cross between an auto-loader and a single-shot tank. This will allow players to adapt how they play the tank based on the situation they are in. The best examples I can give are if you have a full 3 to 4 rounds, depending on what tank you're in, and there are 3 or 4 one-shot tanks in front of you. The mechanic allows you to play the tank like an auto-loader and dispatch all the tanks quickly. The only downside is that you have a long reload to suffer through before you have all rounds ready to go again. Another situation may be that you only have time to peek out and get one shot off, or you need to whittle down the health of an opposing tank. You can peek out, shoot one round, and roll back into cover to reload before repeating the process. Now, good players are going to be able to use this mechanic and play it effectively, which is why it is important to understand how the mechanism works before you play a tank with said mechanism, or you face one and end up destroyed because you didn't understand that tank's capabilities. Now, there's one major difference between the PC and console version of the auto-reloading mechanism. That is, on PC, if you change ammunition types, you have to fire all previously loaded rounds before the new rounds are loaded. On console, however, that is not the case. On console, if you were to do the same thing, the reload would be just like an autoloader's, where all the rounds would be removed and you would be forced to sit through the entire reload process to get those 3 or 4 shells back. What you're looking at here is just exactly how I am playing the Italian tank, the Progetto M46, to get used to the mechanism. You can see here that, already that I have fired all 3 rounds because the opportunity arose, or maybe I only fired 1 or 2 rounds because that is all I had time to roll out and do damage to. You will see, though, that I foolishly take shots regardless of however many rounds I have in the magazine, and I keep forcing myself to sit through the long reload process just to get that one shell back in. I wouldn't completely recommend doing this all the time. I only do it just because I'm still learning the best way to play this a tank with this mechanism, and I'm currently trying to 3 mark the Progetto, and so I'm just getting as much damage as I can. I rolled back to see if the T-29 exposed himself so I could empty all 3 rounds back in. The position I'm in currently is we are being overwhelmed, and I don't really have the ability to brawl with the tanks. I have to let them come to me, and as you can see, I put 2 shots into that Tier 6 tank destroyer, and now I can sit back and let the other 2 rounds reload back into the chamber. I'm still looking back for the T-29. I'm hoping that he can be dealt with, but it looks like I'm not going to have that luxury. The Tiger II rolls out, the shot goes into the dirt, I put a second shot into his lower plate, but I see the full health Progetto of the enemy team is coming at me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just back off the cliff after being tracked, and I'm going to escape and go and help my only other ally that is near me, the ISM, just to the west of me. Now, I've got all 3 rounds loaded, and you will see that I use them based on the situation that I have. I'm expecting only 1 shot to take out the enemy ISM. It doesn't work, so I put the second shot in. The 65T over there is also 1 shot, so I have that 1 round in here for that tank. The second round gets loaded. I snapshot on the 65T, it bounces off, and then just a trigger delay on my end, I put that second shot back into the 65T when it was already destroyed. I take a shot in the back. The only way for me to escape that situation was to just take the shot and roll over the ledge there. I snapshot the OHO. I'm not quite certain how that penned. I switched to my premium rounds because it is now a 1 versus 5 situation. I don't really have the health to brawl against a full health Oho and a low health Tiger 2, as well as that full health Progetto. So I'm going to go hunt down the arty that has been over here in the corner. I spot him. I hold my fire until I get at least 2 rounds loaded in. The enemy artillery charges at me. I quickly dispatch him, and now the Tiger 2 shows up. I know the Oho is right next to him as he gets spotted as well, and now I'm just trying to get 2 rounds loaded in so I can quickly take care of the Tiger 2, because he is able to be 2-shotted by me. So as you can see, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for those 2 rounds to get loaded in. Tiger 2 goes perpendicular to me, allows me to get the 2 shots into his side. And now I'm stuck loading again for the first round, which is the longest reload. Where I'm at, this, spoiler alert, this match is going to end up in a loss. The full health Progetto shows up. I track him, but I'm stuck with that 1 reload now. He's RBRTing at me, and he gets 2 shots in, but the 3rd one goes into the dirt. This is a mistake I made. I was going to load 1 last round in as a hurrah, and I get destroyed as it goes into the dirt. Now this clip here is again demonstrating probably right now the most effective way to play an auto reloading tank. You want to fire 1 shot, pull back into cover, and then once you have that 3rd round loaded again, roll out, take the shot, pull back into cover, and just whittle down your opponent's health until they are able to be low enough health that you can just roll out and dump all or most of your rounds. You'll see that here that I whittle them down to be a 3 shot, and then I wait for the reload. And then once I'm fully reloaded, I roll out and I just start dumping my rounds into them. And as you can see, the saving for those 3 rounds allowed me to eliminate him, even though I low rolled on one of them. Now, this second clip just more reinforces what I'm trying to say, and it's all about patience and picking your shots and deciding when to go into auto loader mode, as I like to call it, and when to go into single shot mode. And I'm not going to lie, I myself am still trying to figure out the right balance to do that. I think I've almost got it down, but I still have to work out that that itch to, if I have a round ready to go, to pull that trigger and try and get that damage, and it's a hit or miss there. But the one common mistake that I've seen and heard from talking to people, or people asking me about how is the tank and all that stuff, is that people just assume that it is an auto loader. And so that's just, again, that's not how the tank should be played. You're not going to get the best of the ability out of an auto reloading tank like that. Another thing that people don't sometimes overlook or don't understand is that when you are reloading, regardless of the progress there, once you pull the trigger, the reload resets. You can see this a couple times here, like just now. I was halfway done reloading my 2nd shell, and I pull the trigger and the whole reload resets from the beginning. That is something that people commonly overlook, and I've actually read on the forums and a couple other videos and stuff that people fail to realize that, or that they hate the fact that they're pulling the trigger too early. And the auto reloading tanks, I'm going to straight up say right now, this is not for a new player or anyone like it. This is like another skill tank line, I would say. You need to have a grasp of how to play an autoloader, and you need to have a really good grasp of how to be able to play as a single shot tank, which most people will know how to do. But the playing as an autoloader is a whole different ball game, and it's just a new mechanic that people are going to have to get used to. I do not believe that new players should take this as their first tank line. This is more of an experienced tank line to go down, much like the TVP 5051 is considered to be one of the more skill trees. I would say that the Italian tank line is right along right along that line as well. Now, in this one here, I took the long way around after killing that Progetto to try and get a full clip in. As you can see, the whole reload reset that time again, like I said, and I just only have 2 rounds in there. I put them into the E75, and I take a shot. Now I load premium rounds because I'm a one-shot for any tank remaining in the game. I'm moving over to the T30 to assist him. He's got the health to take that one-shot E75 for him. I don't know why he's still hugging there, asking for help and all that. E75's poking over. But again, that T30 has the ability to take a shot, and he's just not going up. Now, a mistake that I hate with this is that my batteries are going to die right here, and this is what gets me killed in this match, is that, you know, I'm going to do that, and in that progress, the reload somehow gets reset. I get killed for it. That's been my explanation on how to play an auto-reloading tank in preparation for the Italian tech tree. I thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up if you want to see more. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. But until next time, this has been Darren of WotC Academy.